day 11 of Pelling with Glen. Today we're going to be doing left-hand practice. So we're going to practice our chops. We have got our 3 same side or sword side chops. We've got 2 cross-body chops. So that's what we'll work on today. So go ahead and grab your sword with your left hand. We'll start sword leg back with our framed chop. Make sure you get a good frame, and then pick the spot on your tail to hit. Make sure your feet are right. Make sure your hips and shoulders are moving together, and make sure you're not chambering, in other words, pulling your hand away from your target before you throw a shot towards your target. So let's go ahead and begin. 20 frame chops, left hand, sword leg back. Alright, switch feet, sword leg forward. Very good. Alright, switch back to sword leg back. We're going to do our forward and vertical chop. So remember, this one there's no rotation. We're getting all of our energy from pushing off that back leg, and that's what initiates our shot. Let's go ahead and do 20 of these. And again, you want to keep your hand as high as you can. I can't keep my hand very high because of how tall my lapel is, but ideally I'd want to be throwing this shot into a shoulder. 20 sword leg back. Go ahead and switch feet. Do 20 sword leg forward. And again, work through these at your own pace. It's important to do them correctly, not to do them fast. So make sure you're pausing after each shot and making sure you're doing it right. Analyzing your shots. It should be very mindful practice. Alright, let's switch back to sword leg back. We're going to do our jab chop, same side. So there's a slight rotation in this mechanic, and then it comes into a chop using our tricep to extend, and then rotating our hand to where we want that chop to land. So 20 here. Great work. So you've got 20 done sword leg back. Let's do 20 sword leg forward. Finish up our same side chops. All right, great work. So now we've done our same side chops. We want to do our cross body chops. So our cross body chops, we're going to start sword leg back with our framed cross body chop. This chop, there's a slight rotation, and we bring our elbow up, and that puts our sword tip down, and then we extend for that shot. So here's our rotation. There's our arm coming up, cross body. So let's go ahead and throw that cross body chop. 20 of these. Excellent work. Now, if you're starting to get a little tired, feel free to pause the video, take a break, and then rejoin us after you get some water. Make sure you're getting a drink, you're staying hydrated, and that you're rested enough to throw your shots correctly. If you get fatigued to the point where you're losing form, it's time to take a break. So let's switch the sword leg forward for these. Again, cross-body frame chop, and 1. All right, great work. So that's our frame chop. The last thing we have is our jab chop, which has that forward motion of the arm. And for our sword side or sword leg back, we have a rotation that puts that in. So not as big a rotation as the frame chop, but there should be some rotation to put that shot in. So let's go ahead and throw 20 of these. And last but not least, our jab chop crossbody. For this, we're not going to have rotation in it, because when we start rotating, that's our jab chop, or our frame chop, rather. So frame chop, bring the arm up, rotate over. For this, we want to use the forward motion and throw that jab. So we're using that forward motion of the vertical chop, but now instead of using it to come down, we use it to come forward into our opponent. So 20 of these, sword leg forward, and begin. Alright, that was 20. Great work. So that completes our practice for today. We used our left hand. We've thrown our 3 same side chops in 2 foot positions. We've thrown our 2 offside chops in 2 foot positions. We used 2 different body mechanics, a rotational body mechanic and a forward weight shift body mechanic. So those are the things we worked on today. We're going to pick up tomorrow with the right hand, and I'll see you then.